Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be making this card. So this is a card, I'll show you it in a minute, but it was inspired from a card that I did in a live stream about a week ago, which is this one. So you open it up and you've got these kind of frilled wings, and then you fold it up like this, and then you've got space on the back to write. So this is a 6x6, but I wanted to do a 5x7. But I didn't want to do just a straight 5x7, so I thought we'd just branch out a little bit. So this one's a little bit different. So on the front I've got this Christmas tree on the front. These papers are my new Yuletide Wishes pack, digital kit and paper pad. And so the digital kit is available in my Ko-fi shop. The paper pad will be available on Amazon. It might be available by the time this goes up, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's what it is. And you open it up like this, and you've got space to write here. Open it up again, and you've got this kind of double section, and you've actually got three. Instead of just having the top and bottom, you've got one in the middle as well. And so that is that. So you don't got to worry about space on the back to write, because you have space here to write your message, and then that is covered up by that tree there. And it all folds flat and will fit in an envelope for a 5x7. So let's get into it. Okay, so for this card you're going to need one piece that's 7x10 and then two pieces that are 2x7. You can change the width on these if you want to, but I'm going to go with 2x7 just because of the way my punch punches out. So on these you're going to score 1/2 inch on the short side, and then you want to get yourself a punch, and we're going to do that in a minute. So we'll come back to that if we do the big piece next. So the 7x10 you're going to score at 2.5 and at 7.5. And then what we want to do is we're going to need to do some cutting, and then we'll do some more scoring in a minute. So first of all, I'm going to grab my little cutting mat, and on this I'm going to grab a ruler and a pencil, and what we're going to do is we're going to mark down those two score lines, the two score lines that I just scored on. We're going to mark at 1 inch, at 3 inches, 4 inches and 6 inches. And I'm going to do that all again, the same mark, same measurements, on the other score line as well. So 1 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch and 6. And then what we'll do is get the ruler, join up the two 1 inch marks, and we're going to cut in between the two score lines from one mark to the other. So that's one, and then we're going to continue to do that all the way down. So from the two 3 inches marks, between the two 4 inch marks, and between the two 6 inch marks, but only in between those two score lines. Okay, so once we've done that, what we're going to do, so you end up with this. So you've got all these cut lines. You see all the cut lines that you've got, and they're all in between the two score lines that I've got either side. So then I'm going to take my ruler, just lay it on the top. You can do this on your scoreboard if you want, but I'm going to do it on here. And we are going to make a mark at 5 inches, which is halfway. I'm going to make a mark at the top, and I'm going to make a mark along the bottom at 5 inches. And then we're then going to go ahead and take our score tool, and I'm going to connect up those two lines like that, and we are just going to score the top, the middle and the bottom. Okay, so that is all we're scoring. You can see that. So we've got a score line here, a score line here and a score line here. These two pieces don't have a score line yet. We're going to do that now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my ruler on, so that whole width there is 5 inches, and we're just going to make a mark at 1 inch in and 1 inch in this side. So 1 and 4 if you're laying it on like that. If you're doing it this way like here, then it's at 3.5 and 6.5. And we're going to do the same on this bottom section here. So again, just 1 inch in and 1 inch in, so 1 and 4. And then we're going to score between those two lines, but we're only going to score in those two big sections. So we're just going to score in that big section there, and in that big section there. I'm going to do the same over here on this other mark. So score there, and then score there. Okay, and then what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and fold along these score lines. So let's start with the gatefold folds. So we're going to fold in the sides of our card like this, and then we're going to fold the other side in too. So you should meet in the middle like a normal gatefold card, and then what we're going to do is we are just going to crease these middle ones, and we'll do them properly in a minute, but just for now we're just going to give them a little bit of a crease like that. Okay, so I've just gone back over them with my scoreboard just to make them a bit better, because I don't know if it's just a cork board or not sure, but I hadn't really done them very well. So that's that one, and then we're going to go ahead and do these, and these are all mounting folds as well. Just going to fold those like that, and then we just need to go ahead and just give them a really good burnish. So you should end up with that, which is very similar to what we did for the 6x6. So now what we need to go do is add on our wings. So we've got these two pieces here. So we're going to go ahead and fold along these edges here, and then we are going to go ahead and punch them. And I've chosen this leafy lace punch because I find it quite good, and I think it's going to match up well with the papers that we've got. So I'm just going to go ahead now, burnish these, and then I'm going to go ahead and punch the edges. So I've got my leafy lace punch, so I'm going to put it in so that it's even, it's like central. I'm going to punch it, and then I'm going to move it to one side, match up that pattern that's there with the, the last of the end of the pattern. Punch it again. Now this is easy because then you've got 3, so 1, 2, 3. That third one is the end. If you're not sure, just use whatever it's got here. So for example here, I could put this on like that. I know that's the last one, so that is the one that is going to match up with the pattern on the edge. And then we just continue like this all the way along until we have punched both pieces. Okay, so you should end up with 2 pieces that look like that. Now, depending on the width, depends on what width of pattern paper you want. So mine measures about 1 1/4. So I've actually gone with 2 pieces that are 1 inch, and these are by 6 3/4. So these are going to go on here. Now this card is kind of holographic, but it's got a kind of a sparkly pattern on it as well. And this was one of the papers that is currently in Aldi. Well, it was at the time of me filming this. It was a holographic pad, and it's got all different colours in it. I don't normally go for this kind of patterned holographic card, but it's not that thick, which is helpful. And I did quite like the colours, and I really like that silver. And the patterns. Now some of these have got slight print problems on, like there's a line down there and stuff like that, but it's really cheap stuff, and I just thought, you know what, I think I can probably use it. It's quite nice. So yes, I thought I'd give it a go. The pattern papers that I'm using are my Pansy Petals papers. So these are available as paper pads over on Amazon, and they're also available as a digital kit over in my Ko-fi shop as well. And at the time of recording, they're also available on DRK Crafts as well. All the links will be in the description below. So we're going to go ahead now and stick these onto here like that. Okay, so now we've done that, we need to go ahead and stick these on. So what we're going to do, I'm going to use wet glue, and we're just going to put some wet glue on this tab here. And you can use red tape or wet glue. So I'm going to go ahead and put some wet glue on. And then that is just going to go on here, and it's going to stick onto this section here. So I'm going to just line up that score line with the score line on the card, and then put it on, and I just need to fold this over whilst pushing it into that crease, just to make sure it sticks right in that crease. I've actually used quite thin card for this, so this card here is probably about maybe a 200 maybe even slightly less than a 200 GSM, and then my card base itself is probably about a 240, and that way I'm hoping we're not going out with too much bulk, and it seems to be working. So we're going to go ahead now and stick this other side down as well. Okay, so we've stuck those down, so we've got your two little frilly bits. So now what we want to do is stick these pieces down. Now in total you're going to need 4, because you need 2 here and 2 on the front. And these measure 2 1/4 by 6 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead now and stick those down. Okay, so you should end up hopefully with that. So now we need to decorate the middle bit. So I've gone for 6 pieces of that same pink sparkly paper, which will go on these 3 struts. So these measure 3/4 of an inch by 2 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead now and just stick those onto there. Okay, so that's what you should end up with. So now we're going to go ahead and do these 2 pieces here. If you want to, you can do these 4 sides. I'm going to leave mine plain. I don't think it really needs it. So I've got these 2 pieces, and these are 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. So they're going to go on those 2 sections there. Okay, so I've stuck those down, but now I need to put something on the front. So what I've got here, in the middle here, ignore all this, I'll come to that in a minute. I've got this Get Well Soon, which came out of this Pansy Petals pack. And then I've got these 2 pieces, and these are just like 7/8 of an inch by an inch. And I'm going to go ahead and just score them in half, a 1/2 inch. And these are going to act as little tabs. So on the inch edge, we're just going to score at 1/2 inch, like that. And then what we're going to do is just fold those 2 in half, like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some red tape and just stick them so that they are folded side to folded side, just right on either side of this score line here. So I'm going to go ahead and add red tape just on either side. Okay, so I've gone ahead and stuck my little flaps down, so you've got like a little sticky uppy bit there, and then we're going to peel the backing off here and go ahead and stick the Get Well Soon greeting on the top. So there we have the greeting on the front like that. Now for the front of the card, I wanted to do something similar to what I did with the this 6x6. As you can see, I've got like a circle on the front, a circle on the next flap, and then a circle inside here. And so I wanted to do the same again with this, but just kind of obviously change it up a little bit. So I've got this die here, so I've cut this out of white, and then that's going to go on top of the pink. Don't mind this bit, this is just the backing, so I'll put it onto some sticky. And so that's going to go on the front, and then the next flap in will be this white piece on top of this mirror, and then I can stamp my greeting onto that, and then that'll be on the next bit in. So I'm going to go ahead now and just stick this onto here. Okay, so there you have that stuck down, so it sort of shows off the flowers quite nicely. And then I'm going to go ahead now and stick this onto here, and then we're going to stamp our little greeting on the front there. Okay, so I went ahead and added the wishing you a speedy recovery. So now what we're going to do is bring our card back in again, and I'm going to close up this side of it, the right hand side. And then this is going to go on here nice and centrally, like that. And what I'm going to do, because I'm not really sure where my tape is going to be, I'm just going to make some pencil marks on the, normally I just flip it over, but because I've already stamped my greeting, I don't really want to do that. So I'm just going to put a little pencil mark just underneath here, and then just underneath parts of the flower, just sort of in a bit, so I know it's not going to be seen. Like that, and then we can kind of see where it goes, and then I kind of know where to put my in fact I'm not going to use tape, I'm going to use glue. I'm going to go for Yoo-hoo and hope for the best. which is a bit risky because this and mirror card isn't the best, but anyway. So we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of Yoo-hoo, and then just do a bit in the middle there. And go ahead and add it on, making sure that my sentiment is nice and straight. Okay, so then what we're going to do is take our card, just going to shut that card up, shut this bit up, and then this one is slightly bigger, so this is going to go on the front here. Now what I'm going to do with this one is I am going to try and flip it over. Hope that I pretty much get it where it needs to be, like that. And I'm just going to do a little line, because on this one I am going to need to add red tape, because this is not going to work if I use Yoo-hoo. So I'm going to go ahead now and just put some red tape on this side here. Okay, so there we have it. Now I feel like it does need something on the front, a sentiment on the front, but for now I'm just going to leave it like that. So you've got that opens up, you've got space for your greeting, open it up again, and there you have your get well soon and your lovely pink and floral inside. Now the only thing is with this one is that this is not equal to that, but they are both circles, so your eye doesn't really, you know, it's not so bad. I did like the Christmas one that I did for my live stream because I've got Christmas trees on both sides, obviously. So this one was, I think this was probably my favourite out of the two. So that was that one. But yeah, just different ways of doing it. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. Don't forget to go and check out my paper pads and also my Ko-fi digital kits as well that are over on Ko-fi. All the links for the digital kits and the paper pads are in the description below. Also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!